More now on news breaking in the last hour, and there's been an explosion along a gas pipeline in Lithuania, which also supplies neighbouring Latvia. Let's bring in our international affairs editor, Dominic Wagcorn. Dominic, what can you tell us about this explosion?
Well, we can say where it happened. It happened in northern Lithuania and on a gas pipeline that supplies that bit of Lithuania, so the northern part of the country, and Latvia as well. So any pipeline that's going to supply gas between two countries, you can assume is going to be fairly substantial. And from some of the videos that we can't yet verify, but that we're seeing on social media, it does seem to have caused a massive explosion. According to some reports, an explosion that went 160 feet up into the sky above where the explosion went off. So it appears to be some kind of device or a terrible accident that ignited the pipeline, exploded it sufficiently to let enough gas then escape to cause this kind of fireball that we're seeing videos of. And it seems to have been a big enough fire to cause authorities to, as a precaution, evacuate a large area around the site of the explosion. It's near the town of Pasvalis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a town in northern Lithuania. It's got a population of around 6,500 people, so a reasonably large village or town. That entire town has been evacuated, we're being told. We can't say what the cause is. It's pretty early in the day to say exactly what is going on here, what the likely explanation for this explosion is. But you have to say the background to this is that we've seen attacks on civilian energy infrastructures, both in Ukraine because of the war there, but also in other parts of Russia, for instance, well away actually from Ukraine's borders. We've seen oil refineries, oil depots going up, very mysterious attacks there going up in flames. One in Irkutsk a few weeks ago caused an explosion, or a fire at least, that reportedly was a square kilometre in size and surface area. So some very big explosions have been happening mysteriously in energy installations in Russia and now possibly in Lithuania. Whether this is related to the war or not, it isn't clear, but it's certainly not something that normally happens to pipelines without some presumably fairly nefarious or sinister motivation behind it. And of course, we also had an attack, a sabotage that's still unexplained, on undersea pipelines. The gas pipeline between Russia and Germany, the Nord Stream pipeline, was attacked, causing a massive explosion under the water there and a loss of a lot of gas. So there's a lot of this that's been happening related to the war in Ukraine, and we're now seeing, I think, the initial videos coming from the scene of this attack on this pipeline in northern Lithuania. As you can see, the entire sky lit up with orange light and orange flames rising from the site of that explosion in northern Lithuania. I guess more will emerge as to the extent of the damage and the disaster caused to the area, but also hopefully more of an explanation as to why this has happened.
Dominic, thanks so much.